vamwe munozati papa nedialogue runoitwa hamufani kutaurirwa makuwa, munofana kunzwa live and direct where we are and the way we are moving. So I want to thank you, leadership, particularly thanking Provincial Chair Chikombo. At a short notice, I've seen the structures have come full throttle, and I want to thank you for being organized. Allow me, fellow Zimbabweans, because I want to address those in London, those in Washington, in Guangzhou, in China, those in Russia, those in Tel Aviv, I'm going to be mixing languages. Particularly those in Belarus would want to hear us, because they also want to be inspired by our struggles. Fellow Zimbabweans, Your Excellency is here present. I'm told there are diplomats who have come, our members of the diplomatic community, honorable members of parliament, the mayors esteemed is there, our councillors, including their aldermen, our church leaders here present, members of the press corps, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in particular the honor I give to our members of the standing committee here present, is led by Vice President Biti and others, members of the National Executive who have come from far afield. I want to thank you. I've seen you from Lawayo, I've come from Manikale and Chipinge, from Kariba. Thank you for that commitment. We appreciate. Thank you. And may God bless you for that. Allow me to take this honor to present a very important agenda that is going to define the trajectory for our country, Agenda 2020. Of course, you are going to have Agenda 2021 next year, but this one is to define what the year 2020 is going to entail. 2020 is a decisive year of dealing with our challenges that we are facing as a nation. Today we have gathered here. Originally we were supposed to be installed at home, but we say it as a symbolic gesture. Stoddard Hall has always been used as a great place of history, a place of hope and a place of inspiration, which has served as a revolutionary springboard. And it has been a springboard for many of our country's nationalist trailblazers, religious torchbearers, as well as sports and artistic luminaries. Among them, you know them, who are the leading lights, who have taken Zimbabwe and scaled it to heights of imagination and glory. We do this as an honor to their commitment, but we also do this as a reminder that every time we have a bereavement in the country, before we bury our loved ones, we come to Stoddard Home. So we have come here to Stoddard to bury poverty, to bury dictatorship, to bury chaos, to bury violence, to bury Mashurugwi, to bury unemployment, to bury all the problems you are facing, in particular to bury absence of electricity and water in your homes. This is our last place to see these things. These things you are seeing, you will see no more. That's why we are here, to bury the bad things that we have seen. Because we are meeting in January, and given that this is our first time this year to do so, let me take this opportunity to extend to everyone, particularly those who are listening to me for the first time, our compliments of the new year. But the tragic development is that our compliments have been superseded by complications of last year and the years before, which have followed us into this new year and which are standing in the way in respect of the prospects for a happy and prosperous year for all Zimbabweans. This year, 2020, is an important year, not because it marks the end of a last decade and a new one beginning, but over the last decade, we have indeed seen that Zimbabweans have not been able to realistically wish each other a happy and prosperous new year with any credibility because of our circumstances. First, it was with the old republic, Then secondly, it was with the new republic, which is the old republic disguised as the new republic. The last decade and the one before it have seen the destruction of happiness and prosperity in our country in ways that are unprecedented. Throughout the last decades, makore apfuura tanga tine mudhara wedu wokuvhundusira vanhu, nokuti vanhu vanovhunduka ka. Asi takaona kuti hatine matambudziko munyika imomo, ndokubva tauya kane mukomana uyo wauyo tikati pamwe zvinoita zviri nani, takabva tabuda mupani kunopinda muchoto, njuga yadya mugwangi, takazviparira. Throughout the last decade, fellow Zimbabweans, we have moved from one year to another on a wing and a prayer, while plunging from crisis to crisis and darkness to darkness, with oppression deepening and a brutal denial of our human rights as the order of the day. Just last week, we were told we're not supposed to proceed with our program because the police were busy with opening of schools. And I said, are police really going back to school? Please go back to school. I'm glad they've gone back to school, so they've not had problems because they are now at school. As we come here, fellow Zimbabweans, we declare 2020, and allow me to do so, with the authority vested in me, by virtue of the vote that you have given to me. As your leader and as a people's leader, it's not a joke to be given a mandate by 2.6 million. You don't need a concord under those circumstances. You don't need to be sworn in under those circumstances. The people would have sworn you in, and that's why I am here boldly declaring that 2020 is a breakthrough year for all of you. Indeed, it is a breakthrough year for people because we are reclaiming our victory. We are reclaiming the people's victory. We are also declaring 2020 to 2030 a decade of rapid and radical transformation. This is the decade when we are going to launch Zimbabwe as a digitally literate country, led by digital netizens, led by competent people, for artificial intelligence, for the next fourth industrial revolution. That can only be done by a competent leadership that understands the dictates of the moment, a digital leadership. Is it not ironic, ladies and gentlemen, that as we come, fellow Zimbabweans, this is the 2020. That 2020, which in 1997, we were told in 2020 we are going to have housing for all. In 2020 we are going to have health care for all. In 2020 we are going to have education for all. In 2020 we are going to have jobs for all. What do we have now? Where we are supposed to have health for all, we now have debts for all. Where we are supposed to have jobs for all, we now have joblessness for all. Where we are supposed to have education for all, we now have educationlessness for all by 2020. 2020 has marked the unveiling and revealing of a lie that was given to us by those who thought that the time will not come for their lies to be discovered. But what have they done? They've taken a step further because they've realized that 2020 has come. They are shifting the goalposts. 2030 ndinenge ndiripo. Hatinei nokuvapo kwako, tinoda magetsi kuti avepo kwete iwe. Tinoda shuga kuti ivepo kwete iwe. Tinoda kuguta kuvepo kwete iwe. Tinoda mabasa avepo kwete iwe. Tinoda education kuvapo kwete iwe. Ndinenge ndiripo. Uchitei. Wakutitike maveji 2020 toda nyama kwete iwe kuti uvepo. So we have heard none of these promises. None of the 2020 support and promise is now upon us. As sure as the sun will rise tomorrow, time has come to test our resolve and has found us wanting. We have no health care, no housing, we have no universal education, we have no jobs. Vafana vanabasa munyika. vazhinji vari kubasa rokumwa karango neainzi namudharatangirai papa wemba nokuti munhu anenge achingovapamba. We want to change that. We want to make sure that we restore the dignity of all the people of Zimbabwe so that we make our country function once more. Yes, we see that we have no medicines. Today is almost over 100 days with our doctors and nurses having been incapacitated, undertaking an industrial action. But nothing has been done. Medicines and equipment in hospitals are not there. Our teachers cannot afford to send their children, their own children, to school. In fact, the tragedy is that our teachers are suffering from being at work but having mentally resigned. So 99% are at work, but in terms of the mental dispossession, they cannot find themselves at work because they have to be thinking about the pocket, about the empty stomach, about the home that has no electricity. We are killing our education as we are killing the most prized possession of our country in terms of wealth generation. Yes, we have seen that we are a beautiful and rich country with talented people and a wealth of natural resources. We have over 60 of our minerals. But look at Dubai with only oil. They've done wonders. Look at Botswana with only diamond. They've done wonders. Why? There's an English statement I want. If they did it, why can't we? We must also do it. Otherwise, she knows. We are a broken and a divided nation, led through fear, governed by force, and ruled through violence. Man-made poverty is being used as a tool of repression and oppression, while poverty has been weaponized to enrich a few. Food continues, particularly in the rural areas, especially in the context of our drought, to be used as a political weapon to sow divisions, fuel hate, and instill fear. This cannot be allowed to continue. Right now, we are struggling with everything and anything. In education, school fees, our teachers' conditions of service, our doctors' capacitation, water, electricity, transport, our social service delivery in general, and these are the issues we must confront. People have been impoverished beyond measure. No jobs, no income, no lights, no water, no fuel, no. You see, the prices are escalating almost every day. People are being molested and harassed in the shops, not by Mashurugwi, but another Shurugwi called Maprices. People have hell on earth. It's just hell on earth as we see our beautiful country, which has been relatively prosperous, being turned into a hellhole by a failed, rogue, and corrupt politics upon corrupt policies. Now, this is the signal. When the situation is like this, this is the signal. When people are suffering like this is the signal. When there is no jobs for you, this is the signal. When the old order fails the way it is failing, this is the signal. The old order has failed to bring forth the new. They've shown that they possess neither the appetite nor the capacity to change. They are clearly in the politics of the past and out of time on the exigencies of the moment. To place any hope on our colleagues of the past in ZANU-PF is asking and entrusting yesterday's people in an act of cruelty and betrayal of our children's future. Hakuna chinobuda. Vanoti 2030 tinenge tiripo chinozikanwa hapana. Vanoti Zimbabwe is open for business. Chinozikanwa hapana. Vanoti tichakugadzirirai new dispensation. Chinozikanwa hapana. They're all struggling on the governance and legitimacy front. They're all struggling on the re-engagement front. They're all struggling on the national convergence front. They're all struggling on the economic front. They're all struggling on credibility and integrity on all fronts. Just a couple of days, I listened to the program that is going to take place very soon in the UK. Zimbabwe was not invited. Why? Because we have become a pariah state. We have become a banana republic. We are a don't touch. People do not want to do business with us. We don't commit to our commitments. We indicate left and turn right. We are so inconsistent. We promise the reforms, but then we give people hell. We promise to be open for business. We shut people's businesses, including Zimbabweans who have had their business being shut by this government, including our factories. This is a signal. It is a signal because so ridiculous are slogans about the new dispensation, this open for business, second republic, this and that have all become superficial rhetoric and delusions in cluelessness, muddling through directionless in governance, in policy formulation, and in policy implementation. This is why we are ready this year to take the reins when the people of Zimbabwe have corrected the past misgivings, because we were voted by the people. The Constitutional Court then declared another result. That does not depart from the fact that we must go back to the 2018 vote. The 2018 vote must count and must not be ignored. It shall not be ignored because it was an effort by the people and must be respected. So, we have heard you ask time and again, when are you going to provide an alternative? And let me also say this again to you. We are the people's leadership. We are clear that we hold within us your deep desire for change. We are the unfulfilled expression of the people's true will. We are you. It is you who voted for us. You whose vote was stolen in 2018. It's common cause, it's known by all and sundry that the election was stolen. Even my brother, my opposite number in ZANU-PF, he's very clear. He has never said that he won the election. He said that I was declared by the Constitutional Court. Because he doesn't want to lie on that aspect, and I must commend him for that. Because he knows that he did not win the election in this country. Yes, as we go into this very important year, we are emboldened and resolved. Come what may, we will not be intimidated. In fact, we have already told the police that we are going to be very law-abiding. But when you then decide to run away from the law, we are only going to send you back to the law and the Constitution by exercising our democratic right. There is no law above the Constitution, and the Constitution allows us to demonstrate as and when we feel that it's necessary to demonstrate. So this year is going to be a year of demonstrations and action. Are you agreed there? Are you with us there? Are you there? Do you agree? Are you going to stand with us? Are you going to stand for yourselves? Thank you. So this year, it must be known. I saw our colleagues in ZANU-PF. They've been very reluctant to see our demonstrations, but I can tell you that more are coming. More are coming because they are a constitutional injunction. They are not coming because it's a gift that comes from ZANU-PF. They are coming because it's a gift from our democratic dispensation of a constitution. So therefore we are going to demonstrate, and we will make sure that we do so in a manner that avoids and circumvents any attempt to bastardize the law in its interpretation. It is time to fight for a Zimbabwe that we all want and so rightly have been dreaming of. In 2020, we will focus on 5 key fights. We will focus on 5 key fights. No. I can't hear you. We will focus on 5 key fights. Leadership will focus on 5 key fights. Thank you very much. What are the fights we are going to focus on? The first fight number 1, is a fight for a people's government, reforms and legitimacy. It is our submission that we do not have a people's government. We have a government that was declared by the Concord, but the people voted for a government that they want to see in 2018. That people's government must be put in place as fight number 1. The second fight is a fight for a better life. We have to fight for a better life and livelihoods. So our fight is going to be a fight for dignity. And we'll give you a series and raft of measures that we are going to put in place in that fight. The third rung of the fight. Now, this affects our councillors and mayors and all those who are deployed into stations of government, including members of parliament. We are going to have a fight against corruption. Now, when we fight against corruption, even if you are a relative, even if you are a brother or a sister, even if you are a supporter, a disciple, and a believer, when you are corrupt, we cut our ties. Please hear us. Hear us clearly. Corruption is something that we have to fight and fight hard. We have observed in ZANU-PF, they pay lip service to corruption. Corruption is being fought in the context of their opposition within and without. They use state institutions to settle political scores at a personal level. Akazoona zimwe zvakuitika. Atitori nyaya dzomumba. Toenda nadzo kuda kunoparadza ma-state institutions on account of that. We must fight corruption. Number 4 is a fight for the people's rights, freedoms, and security of persons, and the rule of law. Nyaya kuti kune mashurugu inyaya tinofana confront together as a people. Vanhu tikasamira to defend ourselves, tinodzika toita zvakaita kunana Rwanda. We have a soft genocide taking place. I've listened to our colleagues in ZANU-PF at a high level. None of them has condemned the crisis we have in the country of organized, command-initiated from the top violence, which is challenging the security of persons. So this is going to be very important, particularly as a fight with all its tentacles and levels. The last fight, which is a big fight for the year, is a fight in defense of the Constitution and constitutionalism. We have seen Mr. Mnangagwa barely before the ink has dried. They now want to bring a new constitution into jeopardy by tearing apart through amendments. We are going to fight this in Parliament. We will fight it on the streets. We will fight it in all the corridors where we are able to fight, because it's not a justified program. It is all about emasculation of the electorate and also manipulation of ourselves. Now, I've said we have 5 critical fights. These 5 fights are going to manifest themselves in a number of ways. The first is an initiative we are launching, and I'm launching this initiative, which we call Breaking Barriers Initiative. We have too many barriers politically, part this, part that. We have too many barriers in terms of our religious formations, church this, church that. We have too many barriers in terms of our classes, high class, top class, lower class. We want to break barriers. So we have what we call the BBI as an initiative. This 2020 is the people's year to start a people's decade. It is a year for people's action. And I want to thank you very much, because the way you are listening is that you want to hear the direction we are taking. It is a new page that we are turning in making Zimbabwe a reality in newness, whose journey was started way back by our glorious movement when we first entered in Parliament in 2000. To include the churches, the civic society, to include the youth and the women, to include those from the urban areas and those from the rural areas. This is the fight to make sure that those who are from different stations of life are part of the national project of building our agenda and breaking barriers as an initiative. It is this initiative that is going to see us taking politics from words to action, because you know that we are going to be remembered, not for what we say, but for what we do. So we want to make sure that we run away from the sins of commission and omission and start to make sure that those sins do not follow us. We Christian 2020, the year of a people's breakthrough, the year of people's action, and I'm happy to announce the launch of a Breaking Barriers Initiative, BBI, which is going to be at your doorstep as we ask you to participate across the political divide for a common agenda. Even those in ZANU-PF, we are calling on you to come together, because this is no longer about parties. It's now about breaking barriers as an initiative. the barriers to our happiness, the barriers to our security, the barriers to our freedoms. So let us come together as we launch this BBI. I will go into the main objectives of the BBI, which is the broad agenda and the consensus platform for all Zimbabweans to make sure that we come up with common action in defense of rule of law, our well-being, livelihoods, our national interests, job creation, happiness for all, those who are uniformed and non-uniformed, citizens and non-citizens, but who are in Zimbabwe. It is our duty to promote the teaching and learning of all these key subjects in science, including preparing our nation for a digital platform through intelligence, machine learning, propelling Zimbabwe into readiness for the fourth industrial revolution. Those are some of the components. We will engage, of course, friends of Zimbabwe, our cooperating partners in the international community, to rationalize their humanitarian support and develop projects that are going to help in safeguarding the lives of people. So we'll have this campaign on the 5 fights, and these 5 fights are basically to make sure that we restore legitimacy. We restore the will of the people. We are very clear, and allow me to say this. I'm so happy that all of you are listening to this one. While the Constitutional Court made a determination that the application we lodged and initiated challenging the controversial ZEC election and declaration and announcement of my opposite number as winner in the 2018 presidential election, we are very clear that that decision we disagreed with, and we are allowed as legal practitioners to disagree with it. We are now in the new phase where ZEC itself, in their report to Parliament, they've shown beyond argument that the results of the presidential election in 2018 were transmitted, captured, collated unlawfully, improperly, irregularly, and therefore void to be an election that can be validated in any manner or circumstance. It is very clear the law is supposed to be followed when results are being transmitted from the world centers. The ZEC National Command Center did not follow the process. The compelling evidence of how the presidential election was rigged by ZEC is enough for anyone to see through their own report, which has been placed in Parliament. But not only that, we know that the people have a right, in terms of our Constitution, Section 67, subsection 1, to express themselves in a manner that advances their cause, which cause we are going to advance. Yes, a lot of you have not understood why we have taken this position. We are taking it on the basis that once people speak, their actions must be obeyed. The people spoke. I'm sure you spoke. Did you speak? Yes. So the fact that you are very clear in having spoken in 2018, our Constitution, which says clearly that executive authority is derived from the people of Zimbabwe, equally parliamentary and legislative authority is derived from the people of Zimbabwe, so is the judicial authority in terms of Section 167 or 162. All those are clauses that we are going to use to advance the defense of the sovereignty of our people. Now, you would want to hear from me as we articulate our 5 critical fronts. What are we going to be doing on the various battlefronts? I will start with the leading of the struggle, which is the party, and I have almost about 9, but I will be going into them in detail, but summarizing them. As a party, we successfully held our 29th Congress, ushering in a new and dynamic team of leadership and skills that we have. Your movement is very strong. We have structures across Zimbabwe. We are growing in membership. We are modernizing our party. We are moving into grassroots structures in every village, every farm. We are focusing more on the rural areas. We are sharpening our policies. And we are happy that we have become the leading party in terms of thought leadership and policies. I've seen that right now. Our colleagues in government have copied smart agriculture. It is our concept. We hope that they will copy it in substance, not just in form, so that they are able to also implement it for the benefit of Zimbabweans. Smart agriculture, through our smart policies, has always been what we articulated through our vision for a new Zimbabwe. The People's Party, which was born out of the working class, continues to strengthen day by day. We are 21 years in resilience, service, and sacrifice. We continue to grow from strength to strength, and we will continue to revamp our structures to make sure that our systems are innovated and modernized. This is your party. It is everywhere. Chazezesa cheZANU-PF. Hakuna imwe party inofundisa ZANU. Vanorara vanofunga MDC. Vanofunga MDC. Mumarari avo vanofunga MDC. Vanodzowa pedza kuba vanofunga MDC. Chazezesa wemusangano weZANU-PF. This is your party. We want to thank you for supporting this party, people of Zimbabwe. May God bless you for that. Thank you for supporting this party. This party of yours is not without its own challenges. Tinema challenge akawanda. Takaona takuda kurwiswa mumatarezi mosva. Tikaona agenda yokuda kuzama kushandisa macourts. Kuti aiwa kukaendwa kumacourts vochallenge leadership yedu, vochallenge amastructure yedu. Ndobva tati aiwa akatama. Ano musha wake ngagare nemusha wake. Ane itsva dzaava nadzo. Dzaanotamba nadzo vachita furuwa. Ngati varemekedze vachienda kwaanoenda. We will not allow anybody to dictate the leadership yomusangano wedu. Saka vanenge vachifunga vanogona kuwana leadership inodictate vanokudhifanwa neZANU. Forget and relax. This leadership is here to stay as defined by the people. Vanenge vachifunga izvozvo, ndinokumbira kuti ndai munorota morega kumuka. Nokuti mukarota mukamuka munoita mamhepo uye ukarwadziwa haupori. So yes, I know our colleagues in ZANU-PF have been trying every trick in the book to try and weaken this movement. They will continue to try. Vakamutadza Tsvangirai, vachamutadza uno Chamisa, vagotadza zvachauya, nokuti musangano uno hausi wemunhu, musangano wevanhu. This party was not formed in a bedroom. It was formed by workers. It was formed by farm workers. It was formed by you, the people of Zimbabwe. Those are no kanganwa. Haina kufoma bedroom kai. Haina kubva bedroom kai. Yakabva muvanhu. Yakabva muvashandi. Yakabva muvarimi. Yakabva muvavo veterans. Yakabva muvadzidzi. You can't defeat an idea beyond your capacity. ZANU-PF angazama, we are going to strengthen the party and we will continue to do so. Saka manzwa ka agenda yedu semusangano. Zvatichaita kugadzirisa kumabranch, tiri kuchinja nyaya party candidate selection this year. Hatichadi vanhu vanoimpozwa. Hakuna munhu anopinda kungokaruka wamhara seshiri. Munhu uchabva mumastructures emusangano. Saka vaya vana benyu mumaelection moziya kuti hatisi kukubvumidzai. Vaya vanonyangira yaona takuonai, waonekwa. Taakuda kugadzira musangano wedu, munhu anotariswa nenhoroondo. Kapfupi akataura kuti chisina nhoroondo chine ngozi, ende ngozi tinoiona zuva nezuva yezvisina nhoroondo. So we will strengthen our structures and make sure that we modernize our party. But wokuma MP uko nekuma kanzura tiri kustrengthena nyaya performance evaluation necontract. Kana usingadzokeri kuvanhu tokuvhomora muparliament. That is our agenda this year. Dzokorora. I've said, and let me say it again, our members of parliament, our senators, our mayors, our councillors, who are not towing the people's line, being their punchline in their everyday leadership, are going to be taken out of their stations of deployment. Unode iko mparliament kana wakuenda kunomirira dumbu rako. Unodai parliament kana wakunomirira zvido zvako muparliament mezvido zvevanhu. Ngatidzokerei padonzo rezvido zvevanhu. The people's agenda, the people's government. That's why the big fight as we go into 2020 is a people's government and people's interest, and allow us to make sure that we exercise leadership to deal with those who are doing tomfoolery and their own conduct that is beyond what we expect. It's a new culture. It's a new culture. MP ngadzoke kwamuri. Saka tukisa whistleblower platform yokuti munotifonera ku office kana MP achinetsa haasi kuuya hatisi kumuona tomushanyira. The next agenda is the Parliamentary Agenda. Dr. I've said we are going to be articulating the 2020 agenda. What are the major highlights on our Parliamentary Agenda? We are going to deepen our role in Parliament. We are going to work very hard to make sure that we fight illegitimacy in Parliament. The state propaganda machine will have you believing that the MDC has abandoned the people's cause. The reality is that we continue to fight for transparency, accountability, and I want to thank our MPs who have done very well in the debates in Parliament. Thank you MPs who have managed to shine and to do very well. In the portfolio committees, you have done very well. Thank you very much. And may you continue to improve and to do what we expect. Yes, our MPs will continue to do what they have to do to express what you have told us to do. We are also going to fight very hard for the diaspora vote. The diaspora vote is a very important vote. We have 4 million Zimbabweans in the diaspora on account of political and economic circumstances. That vote must be fought for. Yes, our numbers are not as strong, but we are going to use that zone and that space as a zone of struggle to make sure that we advance the call that you are making on diaspora vote. We are also going to strengthen the capacity of our MPs. We are in the process of building a support and research institute that will build capacity ya MP edu kudebata kuitira kuti musoro munge makazarawo zvinenge zvadzidziswa donzo remusangano negwara revanhu. So we are doing this to enhance the capacity of our legislators. Hamurambidzwi kutaura chirungu, chishona, chiraparapa, kana ndebele, kana tonga muparliament. Kukosora is a contribution that is acceptable mu parliament. So endai munokosora, endai munotaura ndebele, endai munotaura neshona. You don't need to use the Queen's language. Use any language that you so wish to articulate and advance people's interests. Number 3, our local government agenda. Hero kadambudziko. Ndoshamisika. Pakomana ZANU-PF nevasikana. MDC iri kunyima vanhu mvura. Ndovanati musada kunyeba nokuti mutemo ndi musati maugadzira. Ike zvino izvi tine MDC iri pa steering wheel. But motikari iya engine ZANU-PF. Saka kuti ifambe munhu anozama kutorevha engine yakaparara. Ndiri kuti mvura munyika muno inonzi suppose in terms of the Water Act iri pasi pa president ndiye muridzi wayo. Kureva kuti mvura painoitwa produced inoitwa at central government level. But mvura painoitwa distributed inoitwa nema council. Saka ma council aida hana chekudistribute nokuti hapana chiri kuproducwa. Ivo vakuda kuya kuzotuka hose pipe pamvura isiri kudhamu. Ndodzokorora here. Mandifila here. We have said, yes, our local authorities are zones of autonomy. You voted overwhelmingly for the MDC. We have a duty to deliver services. We have a duty to deliver our smart policies. And we are going to launch the smart policy document in February. That document will define our infrastructure roadmap. Takuda kutanga kunoita insist kuona some of the things that chaita tamu government manje zvakuitwa ma local authorities. Tirakidze kuti mbiro dzemanza mapfeka. Kwete ngotanga vandoda kuita manza inotanga yamboshunga. Ona tapa manza yakuda kuita. Kuitira kuti you can manage a tuck shop so that we can entrust you with a bigger supermarket. That is what we want to see kuma councillors. That is what we want to see kuma local authorities. Toda kuona we are launching in villages what we call the smart village concept. In every rural area toda kuita model housing yema rural areas. Muchaona nokuti ane program inonzi MDC in communities. Hatichangomiriri zviya zvokuti ZANU ndo inoita chete. Takunovaka mabridge, tovakira vanhu dzimba, toenda kuchirikadzi, tonovaka zvikoro. Ndatisoho. Kwete kuva an oppositional mindset. Nation building and national development is a collective affair. So pama spaces atiri, MDC must go and show kuti we have a footprint of excellence, a footprint of leadership. Toda kuenda ikoko kumaruwa. Tataura kuti kutanga gore rino every month. Tatina bo participate the National Cleaning Day. Takuya nenonzi jekesa Zimbabwe. Kana kuchenesa Zimbabwe. Chaira Zimbabwe every month. Musi wakanzi unofananga uchitsvairwa toungana totsvaira tichirakidza tisu machinja shumba yezanu. Nhasi tasangana. Mandizwa leadership kuma profit. I hope you hear what I'm saying here. We must have a nation building project. Irikuya nema local authorities tise effort yedu so that we are able to deliver victory and deliver change in livelihoods for the people. Ndiri papo, allow me to also say my bottlenecks atana arikunetsa. Kanzuro haisi kushanda zvakanaka. Say chokutanga zvandataura zviya kuti isusu tiri kuzidrive mota yakaponjeswa mavhiri. Procurement yema local authorities is done by local government. In particular, it is actually in the president's office, and it's a problem. So my local authorities do not do their procurement, which affects their ability to make my decisions and not advance my issue livelihoods, my local authorities. Budget local authorities no approve when the central government. Is that not bizarre? That is actually illegal and unconstitutional. Central government cannot dictate agenda ya local authority was tane devolution, tane decentralization of authority. Saka nyaya inofana kugadzirwa approval ye city council budget cannot be done by a central government minister, the local government minister. Nyaya ma ministerial directives anongonaya. Vakaona kuti kubakwa kwakubatwa voisa ministerial directive. We don't want them because they are illegal. So we'll be fighting them this coming year, this 2020. Nyaya senior employees, my clerks, my heads of department. Hiring and firing must be approved by the local government board, which is under the minister, which is a problem. We want this to be dealt with. So to God's way, could find change and difference in our local authorities. As you are aware, Takalonja, Kunewa no Baraya, Kanatwano Fistir, Wanwea, Kumbira Nation Moyo, Mushabatwa no Urimbo, Mushabatwa no Rukwa, Kueno Runa, Kunakwa Munoinda, Dawa Takaisa Boka, a panel called the Integrity and Accountability Panel, which is chaired by Advocate Tabani Mpofu. They've started doing work. They are going to be hearing evidence from you. We know they are also going to help in terms of giving us an objective report as a party in terms of the way forward. Allow me, as I almost about to conclude, to touch on the electoral agenda. This is the political agenda in your dialogue. My elections in Munikamuno, ano zikana kuti ibope, ano consider dispute. Kuva 1980, my elections are a blood affair. Rakatange boxing, vezanu wakangozati kune kuketa, wototi zioratanga. Hatisikuda kuti my elections arambe aripo for us as MDC and as the alternative. We do not want blood to be lost on account of politics or elections. As you know, we have had a number of by-elections kumaruzeva. Vanhu monyeba kuti aye zani iri kuwina. Ndakaenda kumushapu. Ndikati kosei kuno kuzani chinzi iri kuwina. Ndikati vachamisa zvinhu zviviri. Chokutanga atidi kuriska upenyu hwedu kuzvambaraza nokurohwa senyoka dzapinda mumba. Tichiziva kuti hazvichinje hurumende. Ndikati but local authority is very important. Ndikati aiwa. Zvisizvo isatibvumi kugeza makumbo tisina kugeza muviri wese. Kana takuchinja tinochinja kanzura, MP na president. So what does it tell us? It tells us that in local authorities, intimidation, violence, abuse of food as a political weapon continues to be a problem. And we need to revamp that situation. We are pushing for reforms. Electoral reforms before my elections. Electoral reforms even in my by-elections is an agenda that we are taking. We are also reviewing participation in my by-elections as senior electoral reform, because it's a contradiction in terms kutoenda ku election which is not backed by a credible and a conducive environment. We are going to push for a route of my reforms, and in that regard, fellow Zimbabweans, we have come up with an alternative electoral bill. Rese bumbiro raitora zvinhu zvakataurwa nema-international observer missions, vana NDI, vana RI, vana EU, vana AU, ndo ratiri kushandisa kuti this is what we want to see in the new amendment of the elections. If that is not done, we don't fit it as a perfect electoral bill. That is an alternative. Tiri papo, we are also going to launch that document that detail what we want to see as an alternative in terms of electoral reforms. That is going to be very useful in the context of Parliament, but also in the context of our agenda ya kupusha ma reforms atoda kuona. Allow me to turn to the governance agenda, which is the agenda yekutungamirirwa nemararamiro anoita vanhu. Ndataura nyaya mashuruku. Mashuruku yanetsa munyika. Asi chiri kutinetsa ndechekuti mapurisa edu nemasoja edu atosvikawo kuti akupinzwawo pakuti anetswa nemashuruku. Tine mupurisa akarohwa akafa. We have not seen sufficient action kudhila nemaproblems akadai. Tinozviziva kuti mabhemba, the Bemba movement, ine mashops anozikanwa anogadzira mabhemba iwayo. Why are we not acting on those people who are manufacturing those machetes? Why are we not acting on the headquarters? Takambone chipangano, tikane Al-Shabaab, takamboita border case, ikezvinezane mashuruku. Why should we continue to have that? Iwe mkoma wangu wakanyarara. Sei wakanyarara. Tikaona musha wapera, toza kuti ane chikwambo ndiye akanyarara. Saka tichatsvaga manje nengozi yapedza musha, tichaita gumbwa, toenda kunotsvaga kuti ndiana, toenda patsika mutanda, ndiana apedza mhuri mumusha. Ende tinokuziva ine maitiro enyu, nokuti hamuna kutanga nhasi. Maitiro enyu tinoaziva. Zvakubatai zvinokuwitsirai muzvibhakira, zvakubatai zvinokuwitsirai mukurovana. Isa hatiwirirani nazo, nada, taramba. Isa hatina dzivo nemapurisa, hatina dzivo nemasoja. Ndakaona vakauya kuzosecha maofisi edu, ndikati vakomana, imi munoti dei taita zvejambanya, taida tanzi tinoda, tingatadza, but hatidi jambanya, hatidi. Isu takamira nenyaya ye peaceful confrontation in terms of our constitution, kusvika marights edu taawana. Takaona the cost of conflict. Vana Angola vakaparara, vana Mozambique vakaparara. So I know a lot of you are saying, oh Chamisa, ndakabvunza nematicha, why are you not allowing us to take my guns? Because we cannot take that route. That route is a hazardous route. Peace must be our high road. Peace must be our continued call. You cannot use violence to deal with violence, because violence begets violence. Hamuna kunzwa chirungu chandataura? Hamuwirirani nacho here? Ndoziva vamwe munemi kuti mudhara uri kuti iwewe. So yes, nyaya yejambanja yatinetsa, and we are proposing setting up of a judicial commission of inquiry or a parliamentary committee to do an inquiry into nyaya mashuruku and tell the nation the truth about what is happening in Midlands, because ndokwayatangira vana kushandiswa kuparadza upenyu nokuda kwekuparara kweupenyu vasina means of livelihood. And ndoda kutaura panyaya yemapurisa nemasoja, isu hatina bakatwa utane museve, isu hatina army atiri kuda. Our army is the only army we have, the people's army. chatinongoda chete kuti salutai unenge asarudzwa. Chero ari tezvara muduku bvuma ndiye mukwasha waupuwa ipapo. Ndosaka tiri kuti aiwa chishuwo chedu kuma security forces edu kutoremekedza. Indinoziva capacity anayo. Mashurugwa haite problem. They've done so well as our soldiers in Kosovo, in DRC. They've done so well in various international assignments. And you know what my soldiers wakatarisa, when they are doing their work, they do what they know best, serving their country in patriotism. Ndosakatati masoja anofana kutariswa chikafu chao. We must not tamper with our security forces. They must not be treated as a problem, but they must be treated as a challenge that must be helped to make sure that we have security forces that are well fed, that are well resourced, well catered for, to deal with even my issues in capacity. Says not threaten our national security and our ability to live as a people who are happy. So ndonga manzi wazvatiri kutaura ipapo kuti musoja istoda kuti soja kugwinya kudya nyama, musoja apuwi maveji. Izvo zvokuti idyai muriwo izvi aiwaka musoja ndewe beef. Kudya kunoda kuti munge kwakanaka, kuti vanhu vange vachifamba zvakanaka. Mauto edu tinoada, mapurisa edu tinoada. Zvinotirwadza kuona munhu ari muuniform anofana kunge ari the source of refuge. Iye wakunzi ndo paunorohwa. Mupurisa anofana kuteta nekutya, kusumudza mboma kurova baba naamai, kurova bosi wake anomuemploya. Munhu anopenga chete anoti unonorova employer wake, ko akafa unobhadharwa nani? Our police are our police. Tofana kuremekedza nyaya iyoyo. Ndoenda panyaya constitutional amendments. Ndichinokwengura nyaya. Ma-amendments aruda kuitwa ndambotaura ndikati tisatiwirirani nawo. Ticharwisa. Isu tiri kuti kunyaya Parliamentary Agenda. Let us go to implementing the constitution, not amending it. Let us go to aligning the constitution, not to try and tamper with it. Ngati align constitution, ngati implement constitution. Up to now, my MP akasarudzwa ne-devolution asati aitwa sworn in. We want them to be sworn in kuti vaite basa in those alternative spaces. I also want to say, nyaya upfumi wenyika, mundibvumidza, I will not go into detail, but it's true kuti upfumi wenyika, in our document, we have touched on corruption. Taona corruption yadzikamitsa. We have touched on nyaya nesa munyika muno. What do we want to see? Isu tiri kuti gore rino, we are pushing kuti ngatisiyanei nemari yenhema, mafake RTGS, tidzokere ku US dollar and a basket of currency. Vamwe vanoti mari munowanepi? Mari tinayo takazviita mu-inclusive. Kana mune nharo tipei muone. Risati radoka munhu anenge arohwa nemunhiku yemari mbovha yemufaro. So yes, we want to push our capacity ye production munyika. We want to push nyaya clear vision munyika. We want to push nyaya livelihoods munyika, but more importantly, confidence ye business. Ndakaona ke zvino vanoita gold panning wako 50% is retained by government. That is going to inhibit against investment in that mining sector. We want to see massive servants achibhadharwa mari ne-US dollar. Maticha ngapuwe US dollar. Manesi ngapuwe US dollar. Mushandi ngapuwe US dollar. Fees must fall. Prices must fall. These are the campaigns we are going to be running under the restoration and the fight for livelihoods on the 5 fights that are articulated. Allow me to touch nyaya agriculture. Pamunoona tapindwa nenzara. But agriculture is a big issue. Why is it a big issue? Hatisi kuziva nyaya kugadzirisa nyaya lentenya. Isu tiri kutaura kuti vanhu ngavapuwe ma-title deeds. No reversal of the land redistribution program. Munhu akapuwa munda achitorima ipapo ndepako. But anenge ane minda yakawanda, aiwa hakuna barika kuminda. Iva nomunda mumwe chete, zvinhu zvifambe zvakanaka kune vese. Ndakaona Kenya yakabvumidza barika. Ndikanzwa varume vekuKenya vachifara nemadzimai vese kuita mapati. Ndikaona muZimbabwe yakaita bope. Hakuna barika rinoitwa kuminda. Minda inoitwa 1-1. Ndo policy yedu ku agriculture. Nema climate policy edu anoita tigadzire zvinhu. Onai dambudziko ratapinda. Vakomana vamwe vanasikana vanoita kufamba kwehozhwa. Kana isati yabondera haidzokeri shure. Vaiziva kuti kuchaita drought. Because kwaane nemishina umhetura hwemuchadenga. Unoita kuti uone kuti kuchaya drought. Plan for it. Tokundwana Smith akaita 8,000 dams. Because aiziva kuti our country affected, buffeted by all those intermittent issues that drought. So going forward, SIDA yakaita a good report in 1996. Ikaona kuti water bodies anofana kuitwa so tisaramba tine madroughts. Drought becomes a governance issue kana pasina planning. Ndosaka tiri kuti isu we have an alternative plan. Kezvino ndandifamba kwese kwanandifamba ndavanoteerera kandikataura kuna German nana Europe ndikangoti bufu voteerera. So ndaiti vedu vechimbotipai chikafu. Bope rangu nangagwairo nderimwe ndimbosendeka. Vanhu vanofana kuva nechikafu. Democracy is meaningless without food. Democracy is meaningless kana vanhu vasina kuguta. So we are making an international appeal for the humanitarian support and assistance to people in the rural Matabeleland, Mashonaland, Masvingo, Manikaland, Midlands, munyika mose vari kufa nenzara. Vabatsirwe international partners, please help us. Hear our voice, where we are crying for you to help us. Forget about our problems in the country. Help us on the humanitarian front. Help us on the health front. Help us to feed people. Please help our people. Otherwise we will lose lives because we have a serious drought that is going to affect our country on account of our improper planning. We are going to push through Parliament and elsewhere the 15% budget declaration threshold to the budget inofana kupuwa ku health. Nema Dr. Edu akadzingwa anofana kudzoka kubasa. Dr. atambwi naye. Ndovunga mukoma wangu Chiwenga akazozviona kuti Dr. akakosha. Ndava upenyu ndi Dr. Maklinik anoda madokta. Mahospitari anoda madokta. Panyaya dzedzidzo, because education remains a big issue. And ticharamba takafocus pakuinvesta muwana echidiki, because young people are a condemned lot on account of education and lack of support to meet the threshold yet Dakar framework, yet 22% of the budget, inofanange irimo as a way of an alternative. Now, allow me, as I outline the penultimate issue, nyaya kuti tikuenda kupi ne political agenda. Makamirira nyaya anditi? Because for us we have said, you cannot fix the economics of Zimbabwe without fixing its politics. It is politics stupid. If we don't resolve politics, we will not be able to resolve the economic questions. Let's resolve our economic issues through our politics by fixing it. Ndakauza President Ramaphosa, ndakauza ma-president andotaura nawo mu region, kuti mukasatibatsira kugadzirisa, Zimbabwe is becoming a burden to South Africa. MaZimbabweans arikoko doti nawo muno ma-industry, zvinhu zvedu zvakanaka. Right now, Zimbabwe is becoming a burden in the region, Unana Botswana, on account of our inability to solve the pending questions. So I have already requested the support of the SADC region internationally and also the AU. Kutibatsire, kutizvibatsire. Iso hatisikuda kuita rimwe dambudziko rinogadzirwa neimwe nyika kunze. Tibatsire tiyanane vana yanyamunhu. Mukoma wangu ane mangoromera, indi neuchenjeri. Tobatanidza mangoromera neuchenjeri, nyika yende mberi. Bana ngatikunda. Kana padaro bana ngatikunda. Tapanana mazano ekubatanidza nyika yedu kuti yende mberi. Pari zvino amunangagwa vanotungamirira chipenga nokuti vakawana chipenga. Isu takapuwa vazhinji tisati nevakawanda pama-elections. So pese pavanoenda kunze kwenyika, I have said to our international players, Don't request Ramnangaba kuti vauye because he is a piece of the country. The other piece is leaving it behind with me. So we need national re-engagement to combine these two pieces so that the international community re-engages the combined piece of the whole of Zimbabwe. And vanowirana neni vakati ndionesi takunzwa mashoko ari kutaura taanzwa tawirirana nawo. Yes, tinofana kuva neroadmap inoritenda nyika kulegitimacy. Yes, tinofana kuva neBBI takutaurirai kuti taakuda issue yokumeka sure kuti taita a campaign and initiative yokuita burn all the barriers, yokumeka sure tinoremova mabarriers, yoregera kuva nyaya yeZANU kana MDC, yova nyaya yenyika yomwana weZimbabwe, tose tofamba pamwe chete. Zvinokufadzai here kuti munotsvaga mabasa kuSouth Africa? Zvinokufadzai here kunotsvaga mabasa kuBotswana? Ko ivo ndo vana Mwari akaita sei kuBotswana? Vana Mwari akaita sei asina maZimbabweans? Mwari wedu ndeumwe chete, chatachinacho chakasiyana ihurumende neutungamiriri. Yedu iri muno iscope donoro, vana maningi ndaa. Dzevamwe dzinongwisa mvura nokuti dzinoremekedza vanhu munyika. So what is our political agenda? Makaona isu takataura ende ticharamba tichitaura. Chii chaita kuti musoro uteme, usarapa mhopo, ukasvina mota uchisiya chishongwe chiri mukati, mangwana rindodzokazve. Kubva 1980s 1990s taisvina mota tisiya chishongwe, riri kuramba richidzoka mota. Takaenda uko hatina kugadzirira dambudziko permanently and perfectly. So our crisis must be properly diagnosed. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical practitioner, I'm a lawyer. But I know that when you are a doctor, the proper issue is to have a diagnosis of the problem properly. Chirwere chedu chatemesa musoro i-governance crisis. Governance crisis born out of legitimacy crisis. Legitimate crisis are born out of disputed elections in Zimbabwe every electoral cycle. Tikasagadzira ipapo chino tikaita imwe election 2023 2020 chakuti inongodzoka ipapo. So I've told them that we must cure 2018 in order to have a permanent cure for any future disputes in elections. What do I mean? There is no credible future election in this country without the resolution of a disputed election. 2020 must see the restoration of the people's will through our BBI, which is an initiative that we are going to launch. And we will unpack it to you in greater detail in the streets and in the villages. We must return our country to legitimacy and democracy. We published our real document. Document read is the return to legitimacy and democracy. Takataura, we have a 5-step solution. And then Takataura Nyamwe Nezuro. We have not said nyaya legitimacy is a precondition, but it's a necessary issue on the agenda. So yes, we'll have nyaya dialogue, but agenda nyaya legitimacy for it to be resolved. It is not a precondition, but it is a necessary situation and issue, agenda and item to be debated. Kuti atende nenyika yedu mberi. Muri kupanzwa here baba. Takataura we are committed to genuine dialogue. Pollard uko atiende. Nda imi mukada kundiende kunotamba kuinda muherisa dza mutekwe. Pandinonyura ndambedzwa nengwena, munozoti waitambire murwizi imomo. Rwizi runengwena rungopindwi, unokupwa usikazivi. Saka haiwa takati tamba imega mchikupana ikoko. Kana mawirirana, then we can have a dialogue. Ini neunenga abva kurwizi runengwena, iyo ngwena yacho tosangana. Indakamira paruware ngwena ichibva murwizi kuitira kundisamezwa. Saka mukandiona ndichidai, there is a reason why we are doing that. Hatigoni kunoenda in a poisoned zone. Kana vati bheti racho dialogue racho rikone harigare rakadaro. Ende ndakataura kuti inini handisi kuzomuvha chero vatungamiriri vamwe vakatengwa vakanzi uyai tipinde, ini semusoro wechitima ndoramba ndakamira maturoko kana muripo. Saka mazvinzwa waka vanofunga zvimwe havachaikwika kudetaenda kuzvigaro zvehurumende. Hatina kufomera musangano zvigaro, takafomera musangano ugaro. Hatina kufomera musangano kupiwa kudya kwedu asi kudya kwevazhinji. So hatisi kuzobvuma chinhu chisingaadress the systemic structural issues dzaaffecta muZimbabwe muno, including nyaya yokuti vene roadmap kuma elections ari proper in future, including nyaya yokuti your vote must count, including nyaya yokuti vene trajectory yenational healing. Munyika muno vanhu vane maronda, vanhu vane misodzi. Gukurahundi ine misodzi inotyisa, ine mavanga anotyisa. Toda kuvapodza murunyararo in peace. Vanhu vakatorerwa mari, mapensioners vamwe vakapururwa kusara vasina, masavings vamwe vakanga vasevha nokuda kwaMutuli ngouya wanyora mutemo wako ungoya ati Tuli apedza mari yenyu. Vanhu vatambura munyika muno, their savings are gone. All those are issues to be addressed in the context of national healing nenational vision. Toda kugadzirira nyaya nedialogue. Bandichakuudzai kana dialogue raramba tinoita sei. So that we are clear, because kana zvikaramba toita zvimwe, zvimwe zvikaramba toita zvimwe, dzimwe nyika dzopindira. Handizvo here kuti tigadzire dambudziko romuZimbabwe. Kureva kuti chii? Toda kuita zvinhu zvedu murunyararo, basa redu riitwe murunyararo. I have emphasized nyaya yepeace all the time. Saka pakauya ma-initiatives endodati munhu wepress munyorewo zviri pachena. Isu tiri kuda genuine dialogue. Nyarara yenyu. We want genuine dialogue. The dialogue must be scaffolded and underwritten by a credible mediator. This dialogue must be a dialogue not about power, not about positions, but a dialogue about vision, principles, the future of our country, so that we have a shared future, we have a shared pathway. Those are true good days. Towirirana kuti dambudziko rakati togadzira sei. Madambudziko ese atiri kuona anotevesa vakomana ZANU-PF nevasikana musoro. They are an overnight problem because they are many men. Takazviita mu-inclusive. Isu kupinda netimu yangu yana mashakada. Kungodongorera sokuona kuti apa napapa ndabuda shoot one time. Mangwana chaiwo munoona mafactory akuputika neutsi. Zvinhu zvavakuita zvakanaka. Because tinoziva what has to be done. We must restore trust, confidence. We must make sure that we get consistency in policies. We must make sure that the rule of law, ease of doing business. This is also, we have plans and mechanisms to make sure those things are in place. Saka aiwa pakauya machechi. Kaine machechi we are 7 years the Sabbath kutsanya sarudzo. Tikati vanhu vamwari manamateri. Tikaita namata. Tikati aiwa kana manamata makore manomwe akawanda. Hatigoni kutsanya sarudzo nokuti ndo the oxygen of a democracy. Elections are the oxygen of a democracy. Saka toda kumeka sure kuti hatiende kunosuffocate that oxygen. Ngatigadzirei matambudziko. Tinowirira nemachechi kuti dambudziko riri muno is a crisis of governance. Towirira nemachechi kuti dambudziko riri muno munoda dialogue. But we don't agree kuti roda 7 days dzakarebesa. But we are saying bring your issues. Toita a dialogue on it. We have already given them our position. Kuvachechiwo apart from Zimbabwe Council of Churches neagenda yakaitika pakauya vakomana vangu vana utaunashe nana mudhara vangu vana Father Mukonori nemukoma wangu uyu mutendi wokumusha kwangu vakauya vakatenda kuti matambudziko arimo shuwa akakura. Vamukonori vakati shuwa tine mukono wematambudziko. Vautaunashe vakati iwe ndiwo une utahwashe unofana kuti uinde kunogadzirisa nyika. Ndikati ndinozvinzwa vakuru vekereke todi zvikati bvuma Mnangagwa ndiye president. Ndikati bhati chinhu chikuru mubhaibheri ndechekuti usabvuma nhema, usareva nhema. Ine muri mabhishop ndoreva nhema muchida ndinde kugehena makatarisa ndinamatirewo ndirambe ndakamira pachokwadi chokuti sarudzo dzakabiwa muZimbabwe. Vadzokera kuna idi ari kuti aiwa Chamisa ngabvume izvozvo. Ngangobvuma chimboshanda tesa. Next time ndozomupawo. Ndikati unotozata apa wakatora. Ko next time zvako zvikakubata futi zvinokuwisira futi pauri ipapa. So takati aiwa toda dialogue riri proper. Ndo pakauya Vambeki. Vambeki vanouya ndakavaona muna December. Ndavaona vakati ndauyawo muZimbabwe. Tinoziva kuti wewe une rutsikiro rwawakapuwa nemaZimbabwe. Saka takaruona tiri kuSouth Africa, mutsindo wembizi wakasvika. Mukurumbira wakasvika. Ndikati wakasvikawo. Zvikanzi zvine mutsindo. Ngatinotenda. Saka todi panzoda kuti iwe tinzwe kuti maissues ako ndapi. Because mukutadza kuwirana sei naMnangagwa shamwari yako. Ndikati handizive kuti tiri muhane room ari kurasika papi. Ndakamutina handisi kuda kuti ende kugurumwanzira rake rePollard because ndoenda ikoko ndonosangana nevamwe vanotanga kutaura nyaya dzinangana nebasa rese. Ende unoziva zvipopi zvine tsika yakuda kungoruma mumakumbo. Nyaya isina kuitwa. Saka handiende ikoko ine. Kwandinoenda toda kuti tisangane. The key political players as defined and voted for by the people of Zimbabwe in the 2018 election. Tobataniza mapfungwa dzedu on the issues atakataura toda kugadzirwa toenda mberi. Tikandozvaurona ndikati that's all right. Ndakunodzokera kuna Mnangagwa. Vakadzokera. Vanotaura namukoma wangu ED because isusu politics we differ but we are not enemies. And ndoshamisika kuti ED kubva muparliament mandaichinjana naye mazano. Ino tichipanana zvikomo zvipanana mhute munokoziva chine mhute zhinji chinopa kune shoma. Ndaipa zvangu ikoko kune chine shoma. Tichiwirirana muparliament. Kubva ipapo kana kumbonzwa kana nezvake. Haachadi kana kumboti munin'ina wangu wakadi. Watombori zvepolitics kusai. Kungowiriranawo sevanhu venyika. Iwo ugotungamirira nyika uchizati kune munhu wakapuwa chiunhu. Muridzi wembudzi aripo. Iwo uda kufudza mbudzi dzake. Haudzikami, haudzifudzi. Dzinodya minda yavanhu ukaparara pasi rose. Ndiri kuti chii? Dialogue is very important. Ndakauza Vambeki vadzoka. Nyaya wakataura ndoda kusangana na ED iri difficult because vaMnangagwa vakumbira kuti vadambonoita maprocesses avo ekusanganawo nevanhu vavo. Ndikati zvakanaka, hakuna asina mhomho. Ndinorangarira vaMugaba achiti iwe tsvangira uda kundivhundusira nemhomho. Ndouyawo nemhomho yangu. Ndikati aindai kumhomho yenyu munovaudza. Isu chatinoda genuine dialogue. Genuine dialogue inoita kuti tiende mberi. Ende ndakataurirwa neNational Executive vari pano maleaders. Vakati vapresident vedu pamunotaura nyaya yedialogue next time indai munokumbira kuti our military, our soldiers vavewo part of the negotiating table because vanogona kunge vane maconcerns asiri kuadresswa nemapoliticians. Tinzwe kuti maconcerns avo ndapi. So leadership is an issue that I'm here to execute and implement as per the National Council. Because that is what you demanded. Dialogue, radio and credibility. But dialogue, rinofana kuva dialogue. Rokuti zvinhu zvedu zvifambe, rokuti zvinhu zvedu zviite zvakanaka. So ndakuudzai, pavakadzoka Vambeki, vakandava kumirira kubva kuna vaMnangagwa. Nanhasi vakamirira kubva kuna vaMnangagwa. Saka ndoda kuti munzwisise kuti inini ruoko rwangu I have extended the hand of peace. I have extended the hand of rapprochement. I have extended the hand of dialogue to say for this country to move on, it takes two to tango. Let's dialogue about the issues affecting the country, but genuine dialogue, underwritten by the international community, so that we're able to resolve all the issues of reforms that are fundamental to move the country forward. Anything short of that, I'm ready to go in the wilderness for as long as it's necessary until the objective of Zimbabweans it was realized. To the extent that you will support me and you are with me on that principled position. Saka ayo yakambopaka. Vambeki yakapaka. Imwewo dzimwe dzakawanda dzasingatauri pano dzine vatungamiri vanda kuzama. isu tuna dialogue rijenyu. Because chero honeka we are saying, inoperera pa negotiating table. Chero vanhu vakaenda kuhondo munguva yehondo vakawane futi vakadzoka vakaita longest house agreement. A lot of people will say what brought us the liberation. Was it the agreement or the liberation war? Intellectuals will argue. But there can never be an effort that does not culminate in an agreement of the warring parties. In the court, if we are able to get dialogue without spilling blood, is a better solution than to lose lives so that we are able to go to dialogue. Like zvakaitwa kuna Sudan, zvakaitwa kune dzimwe nyika, vanhu vanotanga vapfurana nefuti vozoya kudialogue. Why can't we just save lives, have dialogue, toita transitional mechanism or transitional authority? Kwete kuti vamunanga gwandi muripo haiwa, pane mangangeka panyaya chigaro chamambo, toita transitional mechanism. Indakataura ndiripo kana muchida kundiona semufana wechidiki ndimbobata geja imuri pamumvuri. Kana zvinge zvanetsa muchizouyawo pandenda topedza kurima nokuti ndorova muforo mangwanani kusvika nyika yaita zvakanaka. Saka tiri clear. That's why isu hatisi kutombozorora, tiri vanhu vari patouchline, super sub rakamirira kupinda mugame. Ndiri kutotrota nekundozati anytime chimuti chinogona kuwira mumaoko mangu, ndisumudze nyika yende mberi. Freedom must come. Freedom must come. Our country is at a crossroads. We stand there as we stood long ago, and we made history by being involved. Isuse maZimbabwe nyande edu. Ndakudzai kuti hakuna imwe signal yandogona kukupai kudarika kusignal yamuri kutambura iri muhomwe menyu. The signal is in your pocket, the signal is in your stomach, the signal is in your house, the signal is the life that you are leading. Maiwana here signal iyo. Now, vamwe vabvunza kuti vachamisa muri kuti iko. Ndiri kuti ini power ndeyenyu. Hakuna 15 million people vemuZimbabwe mukange maronga zvamunoda in terms of the constitution. Hakuna munhu anokumisai. There is no gun that is able to stop you. There is no politician that is powerful enough to stop you. Saka maZimbabweans zivai garai makaziva kodzero dzenyu. Hatingakundwi nevanezuro vakati zvashata vakawana mhinduro kumatambudziko avo. Isu zvashata munhu ndiwe mhinduro. Zvashata iwe neni tine basa ndokubata kwatinofana kuita. Munowirirana neni here? So gore rino 2020 igore rebasa, igore rekushanda, igore reaction. Asi action yacho inobva kupi? Inobva kwauri, inobva kwandiri. Action yacho inobva kupi? Inobva kuMDC, inobva kuZANU-PF. Action yacho inobva kupi? Inobva kune vari mumaruwa, inobva vari kumaruzevha. Kana tatungidza taridza ngoma yekuti huyarira, munhu wese anofanira kuita mahonyera achiita bhesi, vamwe vachirova tena, vamwe vachirova hwamanda, kuti nyika yabatana for freedom so that we are able to liberate our country and have democracy in Zimbabwe. So manzwa zvandataura chibva pano muchidzokera. Pana ane doubt here na agenda yatataura. Zvabuda pachena handiti? Kureva kuti gore tarigadzirira, gore tarirongera. Isu tiri kutarisa kuti haiwa Mei zvinhu zvinofanira kunge zvanaka. Kana zvisati zvanaka tatedza basa. But kugona basa hurirongera. Saka tichauya mudzimba, tichauya mumavillages, tichauya mumakambani to organize and to make sure that as a people, not as an MDC effort, but as a people's effort, we are able to bring that initiative. Yokuti, we are burning my bridges, we are building my bridges are important, and turikuda kumeka sure tichibhena my bridges nepoverty, we are building my bridges neutano nekurarama kwakanaka toenda mberi. Hama dzadiwa Zimbabweans, may God bless you. Our God is with us. God is in it. You are going to see our miracle this year. Yokuti zvinhu zvedu zvinofamba But miracles work when we do something. Faith without works is dead. We must have our works in place so that our faith is activated. God bless you, Zimbabwe. I'm for being part of this great journey. Thank you very much. We love you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. God bless you. Muru